As there doesn't appear to be any videos on YouTube relating specifically to the Oxford Products Tyre Warmers, I thought I'd pull one together. This is a set that has the 3 temperature settings. I did originally purchase a single temperature pack, but when I tested them they consistently came quite a way under temperature. So in this video we'll look at the 3 temperature set, see what's in the box, and then I'll run through how I fit them to the bike and we'll see how well they perform. What we get is the 2 tyre warmers, the smaller being for the front and the larger being for the rear. There's also a handy little carry bag, but on my last set the zip broke the first time I used it. Each warmer has its own mains lead with 2 LEDs to indicate the power status and a UK 3-pin plug. There's also the 3-way selector switch marked low, medium, high, and this rather cheap LCD digital temperature gauge, which is always on. If it's not displaying, it just means the batteries are flat and they need to be replaced. Fitting is relatively simple. First unravel the tyre warmer for its full length. At the far end, that's the end away from the mains cable, you'll find a Velcro strap. The strap needs to be pushed through the wheel. For reference, I do this adjacent to the valve, but I don't think there's any specific need to do so. The warmer itself needs to be pushed quite tight against the tyre, and then the Velcro strap pulled tight and secured on the Velcro on the outside of the warmer. It is important to get the warmer quite tight against the surface of the tyre, not least as we don't want an air gap to act as insulation, but also to allow it to fit under the mudguard, in this case a rear hugger on mine. By rotating the wheel, the warmer can now be fitted all the way around the circumference. For the temperature display, I push the sensor down into the tread pattern on the tyre. The end of the tyre warmer can now be pulled into place and snugly secured against the Velcro. And finally the temperature sensor can be located on this little patch of Velcro. With the tyre warmer fitted, it can now be plugged into the mains, and you'll see here the red LED coming on indicating that heat is being applied. To give an indication on the performance, I switched this on at 940. The temperature selector switch has 3 settings, low, medium and high. I incorrectly assumed that in the mid position it would be the mid setting, but it was actually the low setting, which equates to 60 degrees Celsius. The whole exercise now needs to be repeated for the other tyre. This time, and after having checked the switch, I did set it to medium, which should be 80 degrees Celsius. I also reset the rear tyre as well. In terms of operation, it's worth noting that where the cable connects into the tyre warmer, there are a couple of LEDs. Red indicates that power is on and heat is being applied, and green, of course, that power is off, meaning that the tyre should have reached its temperature. Of course, as the temperature drops back down, the warmer will switch back on again. Unfortunately, due to the bright sunshine, the LEDs are not really visible, but the left one here, the red, is actually on. Coming back to the rear tyre, after just under an hour, at 56 minutes, we can see the temperature has gone from 22 degrees up to 68 degrees. I did find that for both the front and the rear, the temperature never actually reached 80 degrees in the medium setting. Removal, as would be expected, is very much a reverse of the fitting. Don't forget to unplug them first. So once removed, get out and enjoy those extra sticky tyres.